This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
All right, let's go to Greenville, South Carolina. Nicole is waiting. Nicole, how can we help?
Yes, I am very nervous about a change that's coming to us and how to raise my children through this. My husband is just selling a partial of his business, a little less than 50%, and he's getting a large sum of money just before the end of the year, which leads to another question of how do we have to scramble to figure out exactly where to place this before the end of the year comes?
Okay, what is a substantial amount of money? What does that mean?
$6 million.
Okay.
Hello.
It's great.
Nicole, you sound like someone gave you a bill for $6 million.
Well, I know, because I don't want to act like I got the lottery for $6 million.
No, but my goodness, I hope that maybe you get yourself a light blue box, with some jewelry. Come on, Nicole, let's go.
Get a little
something for Nicole. I wanted to get that out of the way. All right, that's the best advice you're going to hear on this call.
Oh my gosh.
Nicole, wait, but I'm seriously. Hey, congratulations, you and your husband.
Yeah,
this is a pretty cool deal, and I just don't want to fly by that.
Yes.
Now you got the perfect person today. No, I'm serious. She's very, very gracious and very humble, but I think you are really perfect to talk about. She doesn't want this to change their life, the kids' life, and all this. I think you have tremendous insight on a couple things. So get to that, but first talk about the end of the year scramble.
Yeah, you guys will have to pay taxes on it. And
yes, I understand, that's going to happen, and I know we want to give part of that as well.
Sure.
But I'm like, my husband's went and talked to someone, and he's like, well, he plans to go back within the next couple of weeks, once he gets, I guess, more of the contract in hand. It's like, obviously he's like, well, I'm not going to get, that investor pro, or he's like, well,
Oh, okay.
I guess they're like, here's your free service, but I'm not going to tell you everything you need to know, right?
Who's saying that?
Well, someone that my husband had found to get advice
it's from.
A business tax pro on advice like this, I guess.
Okay. So
I'm so confused.
It wasn't necessarily one of like a Dave Ramsey.
No, it doesn't sound like it. So
I have spoken to one of those before in the past.
Yes.
Okay. But then this all went down, and I'm like, well, I can't really make these changes right now, and I'm getting my husband involved because he's having to deal with this mess, and I mean, not mess, but like he's got a lot of this on his shoulders. And
okay, so what I would do, I wouldn't do anything. I think there's a lot of heightened emotion. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of fog. It's a lot of decision making. Don't do anything. Okay. Just know in the back of your mind, you're going to have to pay taxes on this. So that's the only thing I want you to think about. So Nicole, that's the only thing I want you to think about. Okay. So just breathe. Okay. So nothing big has to change. I would interview and find a great tax pro in your corner to make sure that everything is buttoned up.
Yep.
I would do that. And we have some wonderful people, that are affiliated with Ramsey. If you go to RamseySolutions.com, you can, interview one of them or find your own. I don't care. But nothing sketchy, nothing weird. Whatever that language was, that was weird.
So that's different than an investment.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. So you're now a financial planner will be able to talk to you about taxes as well. But I would want to make sure that you have a great CPA that's saying, hey, here's exactly what you need to do and file because we don't want to mess this up. Then I would go sit down with a SmartVestor Pro and to say, hey, here is this amount of money. And before that, though, I would want you and your husband to sit down and say, okay, what are the things that we want out of this? Meaning the generosity portion. Let's talk through that. What does that look like? How do we want to do that? Mm-hmm. What are some things? Because you probably don't want to give, 10% all to one thing. It'd probably be good to get a couple of things and just to say, as a family, how can we give out of this? I want you to look at, do you guys have a mortgage or any debt?
We have like 175 on our house.
Okay.
And then really all the other debt is like vehicles with the business. We purchased the business property, about 7 years ago.
But I would
minimal
be sure. So I would write a check, pay everything off. And then I do want you to remember that money magnifies who you are. And so the way you guys have dealt with money before this $6 million, it's going to be amplified. And do you like how you guys have handled money? You've dabbled in the debt stuff, all of it. And my fear is that the $6 million kind of creates this, oh gosh, well, we could get into this real estate thing. We could do this. And it's going to be taken up really quick if you guys aren't careful.
Right.
So I would make it a value statement of no debt. We're going to get completely out of debt. And then we're going to look at our retirement and say, okay, what do we need to put away for it to have, a wonderful, which it's going to be, fabulous retirement? And then what percentage are we going to spend? So to your point, Ken, I would not change anything with the kids. I think they need to be working, doing chores. They need to believe nothing has changed. There's no benefit to knowing that you guys changed. Maybe you go on a nicer vacation and that's all they know. But I wouldn't change much with the kids. Go ahead and fund their college. Like, use this money well and have fun with it. You guys,
Jewelry.
Earmark
Get you some jewelry.
Upgrade the
I'm
cars.
telling you.
Do some stuff that, you guys enjoy. But remember, you give it, you save it, you spend it. Regardless of the amount, that's the 3 things you want to do.